Hello everyone and welcome to another video. A viewer of this channel recently contacted me because she wanted to tell her story of how she fell victim to a scammer. She started with a bit of flattery for Denise. Well, let's face it, Denise needs all the help she can get. She's kind of a Marmite thing really, isn't she? You either love her or you hate her. My viewer said my name is... I live in Missouri. I wanted to write to you and say I just love all your videos with the different characters you use. Thank you very much. I especially love Denise. I'll make sure Denise knows that someone loves her. She's a crusty old girl that takes no nonsense from those scam-bag fools. You have so much patience with these scammers. I have absolutely no patience with them. I'll cut off with their fake BS faster than they can turn around. I know your patience comes from hopefully helping out any unsuspecting, innocent, naive women so they will be on guard to these scammers. That's exactly why I do it, guys. So, she continued, here's my story. I was divorced in 2009. We were high school sweethearts and were together for over 36 years and married over 34 years. There was a major crisis in our lives and my ex decided he wanted a new life. About a year or so after the divorce, I joined Yahoo Personals. I don't think the website exists any longer. I was very naive. I had never heard about romance scamming, so I didn't know anything about it. Well, I was scammed. Yep, it happened to me. It was just like what happens in your videos. A very handsome man contacted me on Yahoo Personals. We exchanged several messages. This was years before Hangouts or WhatsApp, so we moved to email messages. He said all the romantic things a lonely, jilted woman in her 50s wants to hear. And that, of course, is how so many of the romance scammers succeed. They're very clever, and if you're vulnerable, they're saying what you want to hear. I don't remember all the details, but the best I can remember, within a week, he professed his love. He said all the typical fake scamming things. He said he lived in North Carolina. I'm a widower with one son. I lost my wife to something, and I'm currently working in Africa. About 2.5 to 3 weeks, then the trouble started with needing money to get papers in order to leave the country. I sent $500 to him in Africa through Western Union. Up until just recently, the scammers usually asked for you to send them money via Western Union or MoneyGram, but that seems to have stopped and been superseded by asking for gift cards. The entire time I was filling in the transfer slip, in the back of my mind I felt something just didn't seem right. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I felt something wasn't right. He got the money and thanked me. A day or so later, he said he needed additional funds for his son's papers. That underlines what I've said in some of my videos. I think a lot of the scammers start by asking for smaller amounts to see whether you send it. If you do send it, then they will just keep asking for more and more and more. Obviously, I can't show that in my videos because I don't send them anything. So back to my viewer's story. I told him I didn't have any more money. You know the scenarios. Please, love, honey, baby, you have to help out. I started questioning him about where he said he lived. He gave me an address, so I did a Google Earth search. There was nothing there. It was just empty land, out in the middle of nowhere, no houses, but what looked like an old country store down the road from the address he gave me. That's when I realised everything was a lie. Again, I was naive. I also had never heard of an image search. I don't know if that was even possible all those years ago. Anyway, he kept sending messages begging for money. I didn't respond for 3 to 4 days. When I did respond, I said no more money. I don't know you, and how dare you ask a stranger for money? I've only seen one photo of a man, no photo of your son, or a photo with you and your son together. How do I know you're actually the person in the photo? We haven't even talked on the phone. His excuse on that was, we can't. It's a bad connection. That old excuse that all the scammers use. So, to try and reassure me, he pumped up the romance and sent a photo of a young teen boy. The boy in the photo looked to be about 13 to 14 years old. It looked like a professional photo, and I admittedly thought, that's not his son, that's a photo of some child model. I told him he was a liar and a thief, and to never contact me again. He sent several more messages, but I blocked him. And that's always the thing to do, guys. Don't engage with them like my girls do. Just block them. Thank goodness I figured out the BS and cut it off. At that time, I was living paycheck to paycheck and didn't have money to give to anyone. I went to the bank and borrowed the money I sent him. I've never told anyone about this. No family, nor any friends. I was too embarrassed and felt so stupid. I didn't know how to report him or even who to report him to. Sadly, I don't think there's anyone that you can report these scammers to. I don't think there are any law enforcement agencies anywhere in the world that are really interested, unless the scamming is on a very large scale. As for feeling embarrassed and stupid, I'd like to reassure my viewer that that is completely unnecessary. These scammers are very clever. She was in a vulnerable position because she'd joined a dating group, so she was looking to make a connection with someone, looking to find someone that would love her. She wasn't stupid. The scammer was clever. And to my viewer's credit, she worked out what was happening in the days before there was much information about it widely available, and she stopped sending him money. So if you're looking to find love online, please be careful. I know people that have done it successfully. Of course they have. Lots of people do every day. But there are lots of scammers out there. So keep your wits about you and be careful. I hope you found this viewer's story helpful. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Please share it. Please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you again in another video.